Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to this next episode. So, in this episode, I will talk about what is Active Directory Rights Management Services. So, let's start with the fundamental. So, what is the use of ADRMS? So, ADRMS is used to protect sensitive information even after it leaves the server by controlling what user can do with a document or email, and it's not just who can access it. In short, what level of access you are going to give, whether they can read it, whether they can print it, it can be encryption, and how they travel with the data. So all those management can be done with the help of ADRMS. I'll take one simple example. If I send an email to everyone, say 100 user with one attachment, definitely attachment can be opened with anyone or opened by anyone. But if I put a permission on the document that only Mr. Bob can open it, so everyone can receive an email, but only Bob can open it because we put a RMS permission on the document. So next, what are the core purposes of ADRMS? The core purposes of ADRMS is traditionally we have a NTFS share folder permissions. So if any user want to share a permission or document to anyone, normally we share a folder and we give permission to a folder. Here we are not going to create a multiple share folders. We create one share folder with everyone permission, and normally permission we will give on the documents, not on the share folders. So it means in traditional security, who can open a file, but in ADRMS, what a user can do with a file. In traditional security, NTFS work only inside the network, and ADRMS protection travel with the file. And traditional security has no expiry, but in ADRMS, it's a time-based access. Next is what is RMS is used for real-world use case. So first, to prevent data leakage, it protect against printing confidential files, copy paste of sensitive data, forwarding protected emails, screen capture, and even if the file is emailed or copied to the USB, restrictions still apply. Second, protect confidential documents. Example, HR salary sheets, financial reports, legal contracts, R&D documents, internal management, PowerPoints. Example, a document can be read only, no print, and it expires in 30 days. The third use case is persistent data protection. It protects stays with the document. It's inside the domain, outside the organization, and on home PC or laptops everywhere. Another benefits, usage policy enforcement. So ADRMS define you rights template. Say example, view only, no print, read in a date, no forward, expire on a specific date. Couple of templates available. Another use case, email protection. With ADRMS, you can do email can be marked as do not forward. Attachment inherit protection automatically, and forwarding is blocked by the policy. Compliance and regulatory needs. So these are the few use cases. I just repeat those use cases once again. Prevent data leakage, protect confidential documents, persistent data protection, usage policy enforcement, and email protection under Outlook, and compliance and regulatory needs. How ADM RMS works. So user, as soon as click protect a document using a RMS template, file is encrypted while automatically contacted with ADRMS server, and ADRMS check user permission. So based on the permission, they enforce the permission targets. Can be a print, can be copy, can be edit, can be expiry. Benefits of ADRMS. It's a centralized information protection, encryption based security, integrated with Active Directory, Microsoft Office integration, and fully on premises. You don't need any cloud-based license. Demo. So I have a domain controller environment, corpshell.com. So I close this ADRMS, tools ADRMS. So I have already installed ADRMS on my machine. I put it a share folder on a C drive, RMS docs with full control permission. And I have 3 users. In my organization, say Bob, Larry, RMS admin, and Sam. 3 users and 1 RMS admin, which I used while deploying the RMS server. So I'm onto the client machine. Say Bob share one file, give permission on a file to Larry, and then we'll see Sam cannot be open that document, and RMS admin by default have some extra privileges as a RMS admin. So let's log in with the first user, Bob. So Bob created one document. So say this is Bob progress report, or yeah, progress report. So file info, he is going to connect to the RMS server, protect document, restricted access, and given a permission to Bob is the owner, some expiry. So say viewer, anyone, everyone, or specific user, say Larry @corpshell.com. So view permission to Larry. Bob is the owner. User may request additional permission if they need something extra. Apply. Document is protected. Save as. I'll put it into the RMS centralized root server. So looks good. Close it. Let me sign out. That's called Bob. Now log in with a user called Larry. And Larry can try to connect a RMS server, which is in my domain controller right now, and try to connect. Yes. Check the permission with Larry. And Larry is able to do and see the permission. Only view, no edit, no copy, no print, no save, no export, nothing. That's a Larry. If any other user try to access it, say Sam, the third user, Let's see what is the impact of using SAM. You see, you don't have any permission. So SAM don't have any permission. Let's try to access with a RMS admin. So I go to log in with this now, RMS admin, and RMS admin, when they try to connect to the RMS centralized server, let's see, RMS admin, and good news is RMS admin is also not able to access. Let me see why. Yes, I checked. So this is not part of the super admin. So you have to be to enable a super admin, then he can access any encrypted documents. So in summary, without making a super admin, the Bob given to Larry, only Larry can access it. Thank you everyone for joining this session. Thank you. Thank you once again.